Good evening to all of you. Welcome to this session. If you all can see me and hear me, please put a yes in the chat box. I will be switching on the chat box now. If you can see me and hear me, put a yes in the chat box. Please put it in the common chat box. Don't send private message. Okay, that's nice. Great. So I'm loud and clear, right? Good evening. Good evening, Aarti. Good evening, Venkatram. Good evening, Hema. Good evening. Good evening, Lawrence Ashima. Okay. Good evening, Taiba. Okay, fantastic. Right. Just give me a minute or two. Just give me a minute or two and we will start off. Right. Just give me a minute. Good evening to all of you. Welcome once again. Just fill in the form in the poll in the meanwhile. The poll. Please fill the poll. Yeah, you have to put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. For question number 2, you can put in the chat box. Question number 2, you can put in the chat box. All right, great. So it's a great thing to see all of you participating, and this is one of those rare occasions which I find most of the participants participating in the session. Fantastic. It's not a form, Sumit. That is, I had given you a question, which place are you joining in from? And I told you to put it in the chat box. Okay. By mistake, I used the word form. It is poll. Okay. Jalgaon, Maharashtra. I can find quite a few people from Maharashtra. Okay. Great, great. Okay, somebody from Saudi Arabia. Great. Pune, Maharashtra. Goa. Uh, Kirtana Krishnan. You're from Goa, right? Okay, great. I'm speaking to you from Goa. There is somebody from uh, Nasik as well. Great. Okay, Haryana. Okay. Nasik is my hometown actually. Okay, fantastic. Great. So nice to have all of you. Baramulla, Jammu and Kashmir. Great. We have a student right now who is from Baramulla, from Jammu and Kashmir. Yeah. Jhansi, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Good. Very nice. Great. So all over the country. That's really nice to see all of you here. And the same, and I'm finding quite a few science teachers, maths teachers, and some have put others. So I would request all the others to put it in the chat box as to which subject uh, do you teach when you say others. Okay, fantastic. I'm still getting answers. Okay, 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 okay. Great, great, great. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you all. Let me start off. The more you put, I will keep waiting for your answers to finish. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much. Okay, that's very encouraging. And I think after a long time, I'm getting a session which 90% of the participants have responded. Very good. And keep this trend going, because all through the session, I would be requesting all of you to participate. So please be a part of it. And I would also love to take your questions as well at the end of the session, right? So great. So good evening to all of you. Welcome to this session once again. Let me start off. And I have kept you with us. We update, we uplift, we upkeep, we upgrade, we upskill. We are Up Educators. Up Educators has got academic partnership with Google for Education, Cambridge International, MEPSC, STEM.org, Skills for Innovation, NASCOM, and Ethic. We are India's leading institute to offer instructor-led training courses to educators. Our focus is mainly on 21st century pedagogy, AI tools, innovative teaching practices, and digital tools. The goal of this upskilling is essentially to enhance learning experiences and improve learning. So that is our main focus area. And we have trained over 1 lakh educators during our tenure, and we have trained educators from over 20,000 plus schools and colleges. And what you can see here is some of those colleges and institutions which we have trained teachers from. We are the largest teacher community on social media with 5 lakh plus followers in India. We also have a rating of 4.8 out of 5 rating on Google reviews, right? Up Educators organize international Olympiads and various subjects, which has been covered by media. If you can see this in Zee News and Hindustan Times, Business Standard, The Print. We have the Olympiads in Primary Teachers Olympiad, English Teachers Olympiad, Science Teachers Olympiad, Pre-Primary, Maths, Digital, and the latest addition is AI for Innovative Teaching. Up Educators initiatives include training 10,000 plus teachers under the Google for Education program, as we are in partnership with Google for Education. And we have taken it upon ourselves to train about 20,000 faculty and students based on NEP 2020 in colleges. We have built India's first offline AI platform, Up Educate AI, right? And we also have this same platform working on the laptops of Intel. It is having a special chip which has been installed, which does not require internet connectivity for using the AI model. We also have association with NASCOM Future Skills for advanced AI courses as well as for our STEM and robotics course. We have trained over 20,000 teachers in information literacy and critical skills which identify, verify, and responsible use of information technology. We conduct these sessions in a number of organizations and institutions. Our educators have got the honor to be the top awardees in Economic Times Education Awards for Teachers Professional Development in India. Right? And just to give you an introduction about myself, my name is T. Anil Gangadharan. I am a retired flight engineer from the Indian Navy. I have over 36 years of teaching experience in physics and chemistry for IIT JEE NEET entrance exams. I am a DGCS certified drone pilot and drone instructor. I am a Google certified educator and Gemini certified educator. I am a trainer at Educators right now. Right, this is the aircraft which I used to fly once upon a time when I was in the Indian Navy. And this is the cockpit of that aircraft. If you can see it, on the left hand side, what you're seeing is the pilot seat. On the right hand side is the co-pilot seat. And in between the two seats, a seat which has been pulled back, that was a flight engineer seat where I used to be controlling the parameters of all the four engines. Right, that was my primary job in the aircraft. I have about 850 hours on this aircraft. This is a anti-submarine warfare aircraft. Now, this is the aircraft that I'm flying right now, which is the drone, and this is the control of that. Now, why I have put this on the screen here for all of you to see this is because when you see a large number of roads, highways, infrastructure coming up in the country, where is the government getting all this money from? One of the sources is this. This aircraft was used for anti-submarine warfare, but during peacetime, we also had the job of conducting reconnaissance, search and rescue, mapping, surveying, and such other things. So we used to do these jobs as well during peacetime. So the airport which is constructed at Mopa in Goa and Cochin International Airport, these were mapped by this particular aircraft or surveyed before this construction was started. Now, this aircraft takes off with almost 26.5 tons of fuel. You can imagine this, that if it is taking off with a fuel of 26.5 tons, right, how many crores of rupees might be spent on each sortie which it flies, right? Each hour of flying costs the government quite a bit. That entire job is now being done by drones, right? Using simple batteries, right? And the resolution of the photographs is much, much better than what this aircraft would do. Therefore, the technology advancements have saved this country a lot of money, right? And hence, we teachers have to be a part of this technological advancements which are taking place, right? I retired somewhere in 1999, right? But during this period, I have learned a lot with the advancement of technology. Now, if you see, these are the certifications that I have, a few certifications, starting from Science of Cooking from Harvard to IBM Design Thinking Practitioner. I have about 25 different certifications in different fields, right? And this is essential basically because of the advancement in technologies and my willingness to learn and be at par with technology, right? But now to ask all of you, what do you think has brought major changes, right? What do you think? Thank you all, Kamlesh. Thank you, Srikant. Thank you. Thank you for your appreciation. All right, okay. So, what according to you has brought about major changes in the field of education over a period of time? I need your responses. I would love to hear from all of you. What is your opinion? Okay, let me just see the chat box so that I get a clear picture. Yeah, integration of AI, the technology, AI accessibility. Okay, go ahead, Neha. Hema Singh, technology, Induja, integration of technology, Salman, using of CT, computational thinking, inclusion of digitization. digital literacy, integration of technology, experiential learning, ICT, fantastic. Quite a few uh, reasons being given. Fantastic. Right. Now, absolutely, all this is true. But one of the major driving forces which brought about changes in education, what has forced the change in education? And that important aspect is jobs and industry, right? Jobs and industry. Because ultimately, it is this which is dictating the changes which are taking place in industry, in the education field. Earlier, when there was hunter gatherers, right, that time there was hardly any formal learning taking place, right? But when, if we move towards, human beings move towards agricultural revolution, the learning became a little more informal, focusing on practical skills like farming, irrigation, animal husbandry. But the major shift happened with the first industrial revolution, early 18th century, where it became essential to bring in basic literacy and numeracy so that people would be in a position to operate machines and follow simple instructions. Now, the second industrial revolution, which happened in late 19th century and early 20th century, that brought in more amount of need for subjects like mechanics and economics and things like that. And it was more practical oriented, right? The third industrial revolution brought in major changes wherein the schools began emphasizing on maths, science, and computers, problem solving, analytical thinking, digital tools, and such other things started coming into the classrooms, right? Teachers started using PowerPoint, Word, Excel, etc. in the classrooms, right? But what impact is the fourth industrial revolution going to have? The fourth industrial revolution, which is essentially going to change the entire environment. Already the process has taken place. Healthcare. If you look at healthcare, where doctors are still, operating using manual labor, the healthcare sector is shifting more towards uh, robots being used for surgery, right? Wherein robots will be now slowly replacing the doctors in precision surgeries, especially something like heart surgery, something like brain surgery, such other places, right? Now, if you look at the agriculture sector, in agriculture sector where manual labor was important, it is changing towards digitization, where uh, robots are controlling the entire system. Environmental changes are being monitored, watering of plants, giving fertilizers, giving insecticides, all those things are being controlled by automation. Next, if you look at the military, the defense services, they, if you know about the wars which are taking place around the world even today, most of it, the human losses are very minimal. And the reason for that is use of technology. Drones are being used, right? And such other things which are almost all totally based on technology. If you look at courier services, right? Even today, Amazon delivers the packages using manual labor. But very soon things are going to change. Drones are going to be used to deliver packages, courier services. Now, although this may not happen very soon in India, where your packages will be delivered at your home using drones, right? That may not happen anytime soon. But drones will be used for the last but one step of the delivery, in the sense that to get the packages to the hub outside the city, right? Those places drones will be used. And because I am actually in the field of drones, right, I have a fairly good idea about how drones are changing in the environment today around the country and in the world as well, right? So things are changing at a very fast rate. If you look at manufacturing, even the simple Maruti cars are manufactured, Maruti 800s are being manufactured by robots, where thousands of people's job is being done by a few robots. And these robots are controlled by a few human beings. Now, the point is, many a time people discuss about this that they are all replacing manpower. That's not really true, right? Because if robots are taking the job of human beings, but then who is manufacturing these robots, right? Who is programming them? Who is repairing them? Who is maintaining them, right? So all this requires human intervention, right? Now, the fourth industrial revolution is essentially characterized by advancements in, right? Advancements in industry, right? Which will involve AI, robotics, IoT, drone, biotechnology, and data analytics. And for that purpose, the K to 12 education is evolving to meet these demands and focusing on STEM education, integrating science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and emphasizing on coding and robotics, drone and data literacy. The fourth industrial revolution essentially focuses more on STEM education and real world applications, right? So there is a tectonic shift that is happening. So let us explore the STEM for which we are here today. Let us try and understand STEM a little more into detail. Now, I want all of you to answer me. What do you think, according to you, is STEM education? Especially those who are teaching in schools. Those of you who are teaching in schools, I have a small request to all of you. Kindly do not write on my screen. Don't annote. It is actually distracting me. So kindly please cooperate with me. Okay. Right. So, yeah, let's find out something more about STEM. So, according to you, what is STEM actually? What, according to you, is STEM? Now, if you're a teacher, you should be telling me more about this STEM. What exactly you understand from STEM? Is approach to learning, Priyanka. Engineering mathematics to help students solve real world problems through critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, etc. Okay. STEM is a way of having interdisciplinary regular subjects, but more with practical. Great. STEM education means skill based learning, learner competency, critical thinking, logical thinking. Fantastic. Focuses more on applications. Now, my question to you all is, yes, what you're saying is perfect. I fully agree with you. When we say integrating subjects, all subjects, okay, let's look at a few things now here. Okay, how many of you have seen this? And I'm sure most of you must have seen it. What is this thing actually? What Xiaomi? This is kindly. I request you once again for the last time. Please do not annote on my screen. Okay, so what is this equipment that you're seeing on the screen? Yep. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few answers. That is glucometer. Fantastic, glucometer. Now, if this is, yeah, this is a glucometer which is used for checking sugar, right? Now, tell me, what is the role of an MBBS doctor in designing this equipment? What is the role of an MBBS doctor in designing this equipment? On a scale of 10, what would you say? On a scale of 10, what is the role of an MBBS doctor in designing this? I'm talking about designing this equipment, right? Yeah, quite a few are saying that it is nothing at all. I'm not talking about using this. I'm talking about, yeah, Induja, you said 8. Okay, on a scale of 10, right? MBBS doctor in designing this equipment. What role would a doctor have in this? Actually, none. None, right? there is no role of a doctor at all in designing this equipment, except, yeah, perfect, Nushrat. You said it right. Doctors don't design. Perfect. So anyway, but what is the role of a doctor in this? There is hardly any role of a doctor in it. But is there a role of an electrical engineer? Is there a role of an electronics engineer? Is there a role of yeah of a computer engineer? Right? Is there a role for a designer? Right? So all these people have got a role, right? But this is an equipment which is used by doctors, right? And no single stream, even chemical engineers, perfect, Kamlesh, you said it right. Chemical engineers are required. Where is that? If you look at that strip, biomedical engineers, perfect. So if you look at the strip, the blood is sucked into the strip by capillary action, right? By adsorption, right? Then the tip of it has got the electronic part of it, right? All these things are a summation of a number of fields. Not one single field will be able to design this. Is that right? Okay. Which also means that if somebody has thought about this device, how this system is working, you must have seen, I'm sure all of you have seen one more type of the same device wherein there is a light. This was an old technology. The light was there underneath it, and the blood drop has to be placed on a particular strip where a light will pass through it and then it will detect, right? That technology is not there anymore now. Now most of this is about this technology only. Now the point, no, not spectroscopy, I'm talking about glucometer only, right? Glucometer, right? AccuCheck had that device, right? Now what I'm trying to tell you is one single stream cannot identify all this, right? But an idea to be generated can come from anybody's head, right? An idea can come from anybody's head, right? Now that idea can be put into practice by making a number of people, a number of fields come together, right? So now STEM education is essentially becoming important because it equips the students with the skills and knowledge necessary to thrive in the increasingly technology driven world, right? Now, what is the traditional approach of teaching? The traditional approach of teaching, if you look at a simple thing, what is happening in the school, a grade 5 teacher will be teaching waste management by explaining biodegradable, non-biodegradable, hazardous wastes, etc. And the challenge in this kind of teaching is essentially that it is more about theoretical knowledge and very less engagement, right? There is less of real world applications. Now that is changing, right? Now, if you look at the same subject which is being taught using STEM, just watch this. Just 1 minute. I'll just see if I can get the, yeah.
Waste material. As we put this on the sensor, the sensor will decide accordingly and throw it into the respective zones.
Right. So now making this project, right? Making this project, the students would have learned more about waste disposal. They will understand the importance of it. Most of the time, the teaching in the school, even today in robotics and STEM, is making this project. No. If you look at most of the science exhibitions, you will find these projects being displayed. The point is, how many of you have seen this kind of project being displayed in science exhibition? Right? Have you seen this? Yes, no. How many of you have seen this project being displayed in science exhibition? Oh my God, so many of you. Now, tell me one thing. What you need to ask next time when you go to the school, right? You have to ask your students, is this practicable? Can this be actually implemented? And if it cannot be implemented, what are the reasons why it cannot be implemented, and how it can be modified. That is STEM technology. That is the thought process of STEM, right? They just copy the code and make something and they present it. Everybody is very happy about it. This has become the same problem, right, as what was happening earlier, where the book is there, you learn from the book, give questions from the book, and people mug up and put it down in the paper. The same thing is being repeated in the name of STEM and robotics. That needs to change. That needs to change. What we need to do is, we need to ask students when they come up with this project, as teachers, you should sit with them, discuss with them, is this scalable? Can we make it? Is this really going to be useful? Is it really distinguishing between wet and dry? Because if you have to keep it on a sensor, right, and then detect whether it is wet or dry, what better sensor than your own hands, right? What better sensor? Which means that if you can detect it is wet or dry, then why do you need an AI device for that? Right? So now start thinking. Now start thinking, right, as to how we can change this system. The STEM education is, if you look at a robotic arm, where is the STEM involved in it? Exploring science of human anatomy, of how human arm works. Technology involved is in programming and controlling the motion parts. Prototyping involves engineering, right? And mathematics is involved in coordinate geometry of this. If you look at drones, there is a lot of STEM in drones as well. Science is involved in learning how it flies, Bernoulli principle, right? Fluid mechanics, right? Technology is used in the sensors which are there in it, GPS, cameras, etc. Engineering is involved in building and programming the drone, as well as mathematics is involved in measuring the areas where it has to be utilized, right? Now, what is the benefit of learning STEM? Just 1 minute. As I told you, once again, I'm sorry because somebody is consistently writing on my screen, so it is becoming a little difficult to focus. Right. Benefits of STEM education in today's world: encourages critical thinking and innovation. Right. Learn to analyze problems and develop innovative solutions. Now, let me just discuss this. Encourages critical thinking and innovation. Now tell me, can you think of a problem today which exists, which needs to be solved using STEM? Let me just give you one example. Most of you must have seen some diabetic patient somewhere, yes or no? If you know of a diabetic patient, just tell me yes, put a yes. Okay, that's great. Okay, right. I don't think there's anybody who don't have a diabetic patient in your house or in your neighborhood, right? Right. So if you're having a diabetic patient in your house, okay, tell me if you have faced this situation sometimes. That is, you all go to a restaurant to have food, right? While all of you are enjoying the food, this diabetic patient is thinking, how will I eat this food because my sugar is going to start increasing? Does this happen? Yes, no? Tell me honestly. If you agree, just put I agree. If you agree with what I'm saying, just put I agree. Right? So now the people, those who are sitting there and having the food, they feel sad for that person because that person can't eat to his satisfaction. Now tell me one thing, has anybody seen a diabetic menu in any restaurant? Has anybody seen a diabetic menu in any restaurant? Never, right? At least I have not seen. Now, can you tell your children to do critical thinking and innovation and design a menu for a restaurant specifically for diabetic patients. Can you do that? Yes or no? Then use technology. Right? Use technology to analyze, to collect data, right? To analyze the data and then create a menu and give it to the government. Let the government, how will you go about doing it? Critical thinking, innovation, analyzing the problem, real world application, right? Boosting 21st century skills like problem solving, collaboration, digital literacy. What is collaboration? Just take a simple example, collaboration. Now you tell your children, one group will go to the restaurants and find out their menu, right? Identify the food, what their maximum sales are there, right? Another group will go to a nutritionist. Third group will go to a chef, right? Collect data from all these places, sit together and then design a menu. Isn't that a great idea? Right? This prepares students for the future careers. Right? AI, robotics, engineering increases engagement and hands-on learning. Right? Moving beyond memorization, active learning and experimentation. What will happen in this process? I'm just taking only one example, just one example. Okay, nothing else. If you look at this only, how much the children can learn. One group can seriously study about what is the cause of diabetes, which foods are going to affect them, what is the science behind it, what is the medical aspects behind it. So you're making groups doing a research. It should be a 1-year plan or a 6-month plan, right? This is the advantage of learning STEM, right? Now, how different stakeholders are going to respond in this change which is required, right? Now, parents, what is the role of parents, right? Who are the 4 stakeholders mainly? Parents, government, students, and teachers. These are the 4 main stakeholders in the education system, right? So what are the parents doing? As parents, many of you might be parents, right? What can you do as parents? Maximum. The best you can do is to improve upon STEM is you can learn, you can send children to STEMs and robotics classes, right? That is what you can do. And most parents are doing that. But it will also be a good idea if as parents, if you are a 4th standard or a 5th standard or a 6th standard student's parent, a mother of a 6th standard or a 5th standard student, you yourself can learn STEM. You yourself can do robotics, right? And then be with your child. Together, you can work out projects. Such kind of innovative thinking. The mother can tell the child, what is it that the problems are existing in today's life. Is that clear, all of you? Right? So you can discuss with your child. Now, once you know all the tools which are available, you will be able to guide your child into thinking innovatively, right? But what is the government doing? The government is doing a lot, by the way, right? The government is setting up science labs which used to look like this. Now they're being converted to robotics labs. Atal Tinkering labs are being set up all over the country. 50,000 plus ATL labs are being set up around the country, right? So the government is investing quite a bit. And the best part, I will tell you at the end of the session, there is something for all of you who are going to do a STEM and robotics course, right? Some financial aspect is being given as a promotion by the government of India. I will be talking about it as we proceed, right? A lot of initiatives are being done. What are students doing? Students are moving away from traditional projects to the new age projects. You must have seen this simple, light travels in a straight line. By the way, many of you must have seen this in your school time, right? My school teachers taught me this: light travels in a straight line. Yes or no? True? Is it right? Light travels in a straight line? Any physics teachers here? Quickly. Come on, just out of syllabus, huh? This is out of syllabus. Light travels in a straight line. Is this correct? Pakka? Yep. Not exactly Jimmy. I think Jimmy is a physics teacher, I think. Okay. Okay. I can see quite a few. Diffraction. Rectilinear propagation of light is light travels in a straight line. But light also has got wave nature. Light has got dual nature. Correct? Right. So, yeah. Einstein said it is having particle nature. Right? Christian Huygens said it is having wave nature. Right? Earlier, it was told that there it is a rectilinear propagation straight line, right? So, like that, there are different natures for light. Anyway, so it's a different thing altogether. But then this is what we used to learn. But things are changing now. Even the projects which we made in our school days were static projects. And I'm sure 99% of you must have seen a windmill in every static project. The moment you say there is an exhibition, one windmill will come up. Yes or no? And how does that windmill rotate? There will be a motor at the back and it will be rotating. All of you either have done it or have seen it. Right? Yeah, that's right. Fida, I can see. Yes, perfect. You're right. Light travels in a straight line. Polarization, diffraction, interference. Right? Right. Okay, fine. So, yeah, that's right. So, now this kind of projects, you have seen quite a few in your life, right? With the help of motor, it will be rotating. But then nobody ever thought about how actually the windmill moves, right? Then these are another kind of projects which are seen in day-to-day life. You will find using the most standard common thing used is a syringe, right? Using Pascal's law. But if you ask the same student, what is Pascal's law? He goes all around the place, right? But this is all copied, right? Now, what you see, what is happening right now, right? Just see this.
So here is our school, and this is our school's main gate. We had used the rain sensors, so when we place our hand over here, the gates will open and close automatically for 5 seconds. Then we have also used the light sensors. Whenever it is dark, the lights will go on. All the school lights will go on, and whenever it is daytime, means there is light, they will all switch off.
Okay. Now, when you see this project, what there is, this door is opening, gate is opening, and the lights are coming on, etc. This is a project which these kids have made. What I want you to notice is that the confidence with which she is talking that project, right? She has been taught a particular thing. She has worked her level best into it. She is putting her heart and soul to explain that project, right? Now, I want you to think for a few seconds. I want you to think, what if this child was your student? What if this child was trained by you, right? You were the teacher, you were the trainer for this, and the child is coming up with a fantastic project, right? Innovative project, right? Not the standard common projects which are seen all over the internet. Something new, something different, right? So that will be giving you a kind of pleasure which you would have never experienced in the life as a teacher, right? So being able to motivate students and get them to stand like this and talk is what we teachers need to do today, right? Because what students are lacking, because in the future, although we may say, but education is going to be all about your personality, what you know, rather than the certificates that you collect, right?
सर ये ऑटोमेटिक रेन डिटेक्टर है।
Now
जैसे कि
look at
यहाँ
this
पे
boy again.
बाहर कपड़े सूखने को डाल रखे होते हैं, तो जब बारिश आती है तो वो कपड़े भीग जाते हैं। इसी के कारण मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बना रखा है, यहाँ पे पानी डालते हैं, वैसे ही कपड़े अंदर हो जाएंगे, और जैसे ही धूप निकलेगी वैसे ही ये बाहर हो जाएंगे। ये यहाँ पे रेन होगा ना तो
Okay, right. Now you have students are, earlier they were participating in small projects like this. Nowadays, they are going for competitions like robotic competitions. And now again, ultimately, where is the problem? The problem, what we are looking at, is not learning robotics, not about moving the car or moving that, some toy, right? That projects are all available all over the net. My question is, where can you use it? What can you do with it? What is that thing which you want to make new? And what problem of the society are you trying to solve with that? Right? That is the important point, right? Participating in coding and robotics is what students are doing around the country, right? Lot of exhibitions, lot of competitions are going on around the country. So what teachers need to do, that is something which we need to discuss about, right? Now, teachers are, majority of the teachers, I would say, are still teaching in the traditional way, teaching in isolation. It's not their fault. It's absolutely not their fault, right? It is more because of what is that, Srikanth? Can you all hear me? If you can, just put a yes in the chat box. Can you all hear me? Okay. Yeah, because somebody has put up saying that cannot hear. All right. So fine. Okay. Thank you. Right. Majority of the teachers are still teaching in the traditional way, but that is not their choice. Actually, they are doing it by force. Right. But then can we change that? Can we teachers change that? What teachers need to do? Science, maths, ICT teachers cannot teach in isolation. They have to integrate science, maths, engineering, and technology. And I'm not talking about only science, maths, actually. We have to go a step beyond that. History, geography, languages. Now tell me, all of you, how many of you know about ChatGPT? How many of you know about ChatGPT? Yep. Right. Most of you are aware about ChatGPT. Now, can you tell me, can ChatGPT, what is ChatGPT actually? It is an LLM, right? It is an LLM. LLM stands for large language model. The moment you say language model, right, it generates something new. It generates grammatically correct sentences and paragraphs. Who is going to advise on that? Language teachers. So isn't English language teachers, Hindi language teachers a part of designing that technology? Yes or no? Tell me. So even language teachers are going to be a part of it. And long ago, OpenAI had taken a lot of teachers from here to US. They had recruited, right? Only to train their models using the grammatical knowledge they have got, right? So teachers have got to connect their teaching with real world applications. Now, teachers have to teach, they're connecting with real world applications. Now, how is that possible, right? How is that possible? Now, you have a washing machine at home, right? Most of you must be having, right, washing machine at home, right? Now, can you think of a technology what is used in the washing machine which you can take it to the class as a teacher? Okay, in STEM. What is it that is there in STEM? Right? You have physics in the rotation of the drum. You have chemistry in the detergents. You got biology in the type of materials which are going to be used in that, which cannot be infected by fungus, etc. So you can carry this daily life things into your classroom, connect it with real world applications, right? They have to impart 21st century skills like critical thinking, problem solving, etc. And when you integrate the subjects to connect with real world applications, you become STEM teachers, right? Each of these things which you see in day-to-day life, you can take it to the classroom to explain it to the students, right? How much time do we have for learning STEM? The first industrial revolution, educators got about 100 years. The second industrial revolution, teachers got about 50 years to change. In the third industrial revolution, teachers took about 20 to 30 years to change. Now there is no time actually left out. The fourth industrial revolution, we are talking about 3 to 5 years, that is already passed, right? Now you have to be prepared for it. What are the benefits of learning STEM? Enhanced teaching methods, right? Teachers can adopt to the latest technology. Real world applications, you can take it to the students, right? Teachers are explaining the structure of soil. These are our students actually, right? Teachers are teaching Pascal's law using STEM kit, right? Mathematics are being taught by using STEM kits, helping students in STEM competitions and applications of projects. NEP 2020 is encouraging cross-curricular integration. So STEM is a part of that as well. Now, one thing which I want all of you to look at, right? Now, if you look at this, and I want you to pay attention to this, all of you, very important point, right? Very important point. First of all, what can you do after doing STEM education? You can be a STEM teacher. You can be a STEM coordinator in some school, right? You can own a STEM lab. Now tell me, how many of you know of a STEM lab in your surrounding areas in a distance, in a radius of 10 kilometers? In a radius of 10 kilometers around your house, how many STEM labs are there? Quickly, put it in the chat box. How many STEM labs are there in your neighborhood? Other than school, I'm not talking about school. I'm talking about private STEM labs. Okay, increase the radius to 20 kilometers. That is the maximum distance you can send your child. Right? Nowhere. Why Baramulla, Kashmir? There is nowhere in India you don't have it. If at all you have it, it will be somewhere in some urban areas like Bombay or Bangalore or somewhere like that. Right? It will. We will be sharing it. Don't worry. You will get it, Srinivasa. You will get it. The whole recording will be there, shared with you. Don't worry. Right? So, can you not own a STEM lab of your own? Can you not start a STEM lab? Because this is going to be the thing for the future. Right? Government is giving you subsidized loans. Government is giving you certificate. Government is giving you money to qualify. Even for certification, you are getting paid by the government. Right? How to get it, I will tell you. You can be a curriculum designer. You can be a technology integration specialist. You can be a professional development trainer. You can be a robotics and coding teacher. Right? You can be a part-time robotics and coding teacher. Right? Now, I am teaching STEM over here in Up Educators. I am a retired person. I have nothing else to do now. I left all teaching everything long time ago. I am teaching 8:30 to 10 and doing this. Isn't this something very satisfying, right? That I'm able to talk to all of you around the country, right? This is the advantage of STEM. There is a tremendous shortfall of STEM teachers around the country, right? Yeah, Deepika, you're lucky to have at least seen a STEM lab in Delhi because you are in Delhi, right? Come down to a place like Goa, you won't find one, right? I'm in Goa, by the way. Okay, in Up Educators, we have we'll surely be there to help you, Himanshi. You have asked for the help. We are there for you. Okay. Right. So, yeah. So, Up Educators has introduced a step-by-step process for learning STEM. Right. We have got two main courses involving certified STEM teachers and certified STEM robotics teacher. Right. Certified STEM essentially is integrating STEM with other subjects. Certified STEM robotics is teaching coding and robotics as a standalone subject, right? So key learning areas in certified STEM is essentially STEM strategies, whereas certified STEM is robotics and IoT. Certified STEM, we use IoT as well, but to a small extent, whereas in certified STEM, it is more of advanced robotics. Curriculum integration is there in STEM, whereas STEM robotics designed particularly for teaching robotics as a separate subject. Job opportunities are there in STEM as well as in robotics courses, right? Now, in STEM robotics, in STEM, right? So, we what all do we cover? Just to quickly go through this, what is STEM, importance of STEM, key principles in STEM, global trends in STEM, role of STEM education, the best part of it. And this is something which you can inquire with anybody else. Nobody who teaches robotics or STEM will give you information on these topics. Inquiry-based learning, game-based learning, project-based learning, design thinking process, technology-based learning. These are the special topics which we discuss. I, being a design thinking practitioner from IBM, I bring that knowledge to you personally, right? You have interdisciplinary teaching techniques. We have STEM-based curriculum planning and development classes. We have DIY in STEM projects using equipments which are available in your house, right? How can you teach STEM? Right from a fan which is working just above your head, or whether it is a gas stove, or whether it is a washing machine or a mixer grinder, how we can take these things to the classroom, right? That is something which is very interesting and important, right? We use IoT platforms. We also use AI, like Teachable Machine, right? Which helps to detect diseases, in plants.
AI-powered web app that can tell whether a crop
Right.
leaf is healthy.
I'm just quickly going through this because of lack of time. Teachable Machine can teach a lot of, again, we have AI and simulator-based coding. This is also part of STEM syllabus, right? Internet of Things, IoT, using Arduino R4 Wi-Fi, right? And creating IoT database, understanding Wi-Fi module, all these things. Now, this is one of our projects, by the way, but importance is not about the project. Importance is how to implement this project. Being able to detect moisture detector, right? Using a moisture detection and your mobile phone, right? This is one of the projects. Temperature and humidity sensor. Now, where can you use temperature and humidity sensor? Suppose if somebody is starting a mushroom cultivation farm, right? That is the main project. To be able to advise them and to be able to tell them that how you can maintain humidity in your farm, right? Or in your greenhouse or in your mushroom cultivation yard. That is your job as a STEM educator, right? AI using IoT. This is all part of our syllabus, right? Face recognition, right? I'm not going into too much of details of these right now. Ultrasonic radar system, light following robot, flame detector robot, joystick controlled robots. This is one of our light controlled robots. When you learn this project, how to do it, what should go at the back of it is, what other utilization can I do with this? Can you tell me one utilization of this quickly? This same project, that it is detecting light and acting accordingly. Can you tell me one project for a person who is having night blindness, right? Or for a person who is wanting to detect something in the dark, right? He has to come to the light. So where there is light or no light, if there is dark area, he will be able to recognize it using a stick. You can attach it to a stick, right? May seem a little weird, but then start thinking about it. Tell your students, where can it be used, right? Then we have a joystick controlled robot here, right? This is a joystick controlled robot. This is a car, which you will be doing. But the point is, where else can you use it? That is the next step, right? So you should be starting to think where else can be used, right? Entrepreneurship, drone for educators. This is something which is very close to my heart, right? Drone for educators, right? And entrepreneurship and career guidance. Here in entrepreneurship, we tell you how to set up your own lab. What are the financial implications? What are these grants available from the government? How you can set it up on your own, and how to even create a syllabus, right? The entire thing is done in entrepreneurship and career guidance, right? We have e-learning modules from Intel SFI on higher order thinking skills, right? That you have to do a little bit of self-study and get a certification on that as well. We help you for that, right? Now, is STEM learning difficult for teachers? Do you think so? Is it going to be a difficult task? Right? Absolutely not. Because students in the school are learning on one end who are younger to you, right? And I, at the age of 56, 57, completed my course in in drones and robotics, right? So if I can do it, who is far elder to most of you, right? And somebody far younger to is also doing it, why can't you do it, right? So kids are learning, you too can do it, right? We have a lot of success stories. I don't want to blabber about those success stories. We have quite a few of them, including all this, those who have been awarded around the country, right? Our students have been there. And to know more about, I'll tell you, if you want to know exactly whether you should be a part of our team or not, you can check up our Google reviews, right? What students have written about us and the courses which we conduct, right? So feedback from non-technical teachers also have been quite a bit. SM Siddiqui sir, who is a maths teacher, he had a fantastic opinion on our course. Then we have Nima Manoharan from Kerala, Muthu Kumaran from Cambodia, right? And science teachers and maths teachers around the country. But then how do you learn STEM online? How do you learn? We first take you through the AI. We have got a syllabus which starts with AI module, goes to simulation modules. You carry out all the activities on simulator and then go to the real world application, then go to IoT, and then finally into entrepreneurship development. So what is this course all about, right? Yeah. So live online training. Now, when I say live, this is the way it is going to be. Like I'm interacting with you right now. Only the difference will be that in the class, your mic will be on. Now I have kept the mic off because there are a large number of you and it is difficult for me to handle all of you together. So please excuse me for that. I've kept your mic off. Give me some more time, 5-10 minutes I'm taking from all of you. It's a 2-month instructor-led training. Online reading materials are provided. Regular doubt solving sessions are there, 20 plus projects, limited batch size, recording of all sessions will be given to you. Simulator training will be there. Arduino Uno, it's not Uno, Arduino R4 Wi-Fi, we have upgraded that. The weekdays timings will be for 1.5 hours, 3 days per week from 8:30 to 10. And our latest batch will be starting in the first week of August end, rather it will be starting. I think it's around 22nd of August. Right, 22nd of August, it will be starting. So what is your investment in this? You have a small investment of 13,900 with 18% GST. Now, 4,000 rupees is the STEM kit cost, which will be free of cost. If you, now this is 29th August, July, it's by mistake, I have put it there as July. Please take it as 29th August, right? Right. So, certified STEM is 15,900. Please go through this. The kit will be free of cost in both cases in case if you join in the next 2 days, right? The 6,000 and 4,000 rupees kit will be free of cost. The drone is an add-on course to either of these two courses. It's an add-on course, right? So 3,000 rupees will be the additional cost for the drone course, right? You will be getting the full kit. This will not be in this form. The drone will be completely in pieces. You will be assembling it. You will be test flying the drone in your house under my guidance, right? So I will be taking most of your STEM, robotics, as well as drone sessions. We also have 2 other instructors who will be there, part of the team, right? Who will be handling IoT and other aspects, right? So masterclass, we also have masterclass on popular kits. Why we have this is because we know that once you do the training with us, right, when you go to the school, you may find some other kit over there, right? They are using something else. So you should not be lost. But we can't afford to spend a lot on getting all these kits because these kits are quite costly. Schools can afford it, but individuals can't. But you should also have an idea about it. So therefore, we give you the master classes on this where you don't have to buy the kit. If at all you want to, you can later on think about it. Then 3D designing and printing, 3D printing. Then WIT blocks, right? This is microbit, which is a famous system. Again, masterclass on AI robotics. Most important part. And this is something which I want all of you to pay attention to, right? Right? Now, just give me a few minutes. I will answer your questions. Just give me a few minutes. You're getting a government accredited certificate, certified STEM educator. This is a NASSCOM given certificate from Future Skills, right? Now, there is something very interesting about this certificate. What is it? Just give me a minute. I will tell you that. Right. You also get Intel AI Professional Development Certificate for AI in education. You also get a STEM.org accredited certificate, which is a course completion certificate from Up Educators, right? Program certificate from Up Educators. Now, for all details about this, you can visit upeducators.com. Just give me a minute so I can share with you a form with which you will get your certificates. Yeah, I'm sharing the exactly that is the reason why I told you to hold on. Just give me a minute. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I will answer all your questions. Just a minute. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I've shared the link for the certificate. So kindly look into that and just give me a minute. Right. So I request all of you, those who have filled up the form, once you get the certificate, please put that certificate in the. Yeah, I put the link already. Rajeshwari, I put the link already. Right. Now, what I want you to do is after you fill up, I would be happy if you can download that certificate and put a picture of that in the chat box. It would be nice. Right. Yeah. So now, if you want to organize some demo in your school for your teaching staff, you can contact at this number. Please call at this number. Please note down this number, all of you. Right. You can also call on these numbers as well. Right. Now, you will get the recordings as well as you will get further details in the group, in the WhatsApp group in which you are in, right? So now, please tell me, is there any doubts? I will switch on the microphone for all of you. You can then ask your, contact number. Just 1 minute. I'll just send you that contact number as well. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm sending you the two numbers, contact numbers. You can contact on these numbers. Did you get the number? Somebody had asked for the number, right? Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, if you got the certificate, you can just put a copy of it on the chat box. It will be nice. And yeah, just 1 minute. If anybody has got any doubts, you can unmute yourself and ask the doubts. I'll be glad to clarify your doubts. Yeah. So great, all of you. Very nice. I wish all of you have benefited something from this session. Yes or no? Yep. Right. So if there is any doubts, please do ask. And I'm sure that you would also love to join our workshop as well. We have some free workshops coming up. So please try and join that as well. You will be doing some hands-on practicals in that as well, right? You can go to upeducators.com website and you will be able to see complete details about all the courses. Thank you, Priyanshi.
Sir,
Thank Yeah, go ahead, Harsha. Tell me.
sir, actually, like 8:30 to 10 is a difficult time for me to join. So can we have some morning sessions? Is it possible to have some morning sessions? Because
Currently,
I have a very younger daughter
just
and
just
I'm really interested.
just one. Who's this? Harsha only, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Harsha, the point is that right now we have a class only in the evening from 8:30 to 10 because most educators, when they come back home, this is the only time that they are free, right? So yeah, Ashima, you can just paste it. You just copy and paste it. That's all. Okay. So the point is, I like your suggestion. There will be a lot of people like you who are interested in doing it in the morning. So I would suggest that you can put it up in your in the this one in your feedback form, right? You can put it in the feedback form, or you can also contact our office and tell them that you want to have it in the morning hours, right?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Uh,
Harsha, I wish you're clear. Harsha, is it okay?
Good evening, sir. Richa this side.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
Who is this?
Richa this side.
Yeah, Richa, go ahead.
Sir, I just want to know that do you have any workshop where we can do all these things in a practical way? So it is better for the teachers and for the admin also to learn. I think you also very agree with these words that if we do anything practical, then it can be easily to learn the thing so that we can convey the same message to the student also. This workshop is very good, but at the same time I want all these things in a practical way so that it is very easy for me to convey the same things to my student also.
Okay, right, ma'am. I got your point. What was this workshop about is to tell you that there is a course that you can do. We are not teaching students. We are teaching only teachers. We are here only for educators, right? So the courses which you have seen are specifically for teachers, right? So
So,
because our focus is that we create more teachers rather than trying to teach the students, because you teachers have to take STEM to your classroom. Whether you're maths teacher or science teacher or history teacher, you should be able to talk about technology in your classroom. That is what we want to have.
sir,
If I can teach one teacher, I would have taught 100,000 students, because that teacher will be teaching for 10 years, 50-50 in each class. We are going to hit the world, right?
sir, my question is, do you have any offline workshop, especially nearby the
Yes.
NCR?
Yes, what you can do is, as I told you, contact those numbers and call them and tell them that you want to conduct a workshop in your school. We'll be ready to come and do that for you. Done?
Thank you so much, sir.
Right, right.
Sir,
So,
sir,
yeah, go ahead. Who is this?
Sir, this is Srikant Sharma from Saranpur.
Go ahead.
Sir, as I am the physics teacher, I am teaching the 12th class, 11th, 12th class, electronics also I am teaching. I have the electronics background in MSc. Sir, how can I upgrade my profile as a teacher after doing STEM education, STEM training?
Fantastic. So first and foremost thing is, during this course, you get to know how you can link your teaching capabilities to STEM education and fulfill the requirements of NEP 2020. That is point number one. Point number two, at the end of this course, you get a NASSCOM certification and you get 5,000 rupees as grant from Government of India for having completed that exam, right? So this particular thing, when you complete this course, you get a certification which is valid for you to be a STEM instructor in your school. But keep aside all those things. What is most important is my focus when I teach you in STEM is my 36 years of teaching experience have taught me that the students practically gain very less knowledge by the end of 12th standard, especially to think as innovators. That is where the problem is. And I request each and every teacher to ensure that you become part of that innovation mission, right? So, yes, you will benefit tremendously from it. Done?
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else would like to ask? Salman, you wanted to ask something? Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good
go ahead.
evening, sir.
Who is this?
My name is Dr. Rajeshwari.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am. Go
teaching
ahead.
in physics department.
Okay.
My son is fifth standard. I want to go through the robotic to the projects.
Right.
So that's why I'm interesting to listen your course, sir. It is a
Right.
nice listen everything. I have a lot of that educated for me. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Would like to see you in the course. Please do join the course and we'll be able to work together. It will be more useful for your child as well, right? You can be with your child and, grow along with the child when you start teaching him something related to STEM. Thank you. Yeah, Praveen, you wanted to say
Hello,
something?
sir. Yeah. I have different question.
Praveen, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, I am a retired person. I worked in
Okay.
industry for 30 years.
Okay.
Right now, being an electronics engineer, I am running my own skill center here at Satara near Pune.
Okay.
I'm teaching, I'm giving some projects to my engineers or working executives
Okay.
based on their projects or their requirement like PLC training, VFD or industrial automation related. But in line with that, I'm getting some inquiries from the school to conduct some workshops on STEM, or my plan is to have my own STEM lab here at
Correct.
Satara.
Correct.
But looking with my age, how you can help me to have my own lab here to run the
Okay.
STEM project?
Just you have to just answer my question in yes or no. That is good enough. I'm not going to be personal. I am 59. Are you elder to me or younger to me?
Elder sir, 61 running.
Okay, fine. So we just are close by, right? So
Yeah.
if I can, you can,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So
Sure.
be rest assured, we as retired persons have got a very important role. We have got to get these, especially for you. I have been into the field of teaching. I have been into drones. I have been flying aircrafts, right? You have been in the field of electronics and telecommunication. You are the right person to guide the students, right? So when you do STEM robotics over here, you will be now coming down to the level of the students. You have seen the higher level, the industry part. Now you see the student level, and then you realize where the link is missing. Why the students are not able to become innovators, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
that is where your role comes in. This is a time for you to put your experience into actual practice and guide students in the right direction.
That's the
So let
plan.
us
Correct.
together do it,
Yeah,
right?
sure, sir.
So
Sure, sir.
we will help you. We will help you in coming together. How
Yeah,
to
mainly
tune it?
my
Like
plan
I
is, sir,
always say that.
to
Uh,
develop
y-
own STEM lab here in my city so that I can just go to the schools and conduct some workshops or something like that with the
Perfect.
help of up educators.
There
I
is
would
there
like
is
to.
one problem here. There is one problem here, and that is why when I say that you should do the course, there is a reason for that. The reason is that when you go to a school and approach somebody and tell them that I want to conduct a workshop, what is the credential? Your
No,
credential
that
is
time I will
industry.
show him the certification from up educators that I am
Correct.
certified
So
STEM
exactly.
certified.
So you get a STEM.org certificate, you get a NASCOM accredited certificate.
Correct.
These two certificates are much sufficient, much more than sufficient with your background. So you club these together and then go. I am right now conducting such sessions. September, the whole of September, I am in Trivandrum and different places in Kerala conducting sessions. Right. So it is very much possible. Done?
Great, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Who is this? Vasant, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I'm Vasant from Madurai.
Yep.
So I have completed a course and I have certificate from STEM.org, not
Okay.
accredited one. I have this educational instructor, personal one certificate.
Okay.
So now you're telling that if I get a certificate from UpEducator, it's currently focused based on India because it's certified from NASCOM. So
Correct.
is it
Correct.
having higher credentials than the STEM.org direct certificate?
I'll tell you the difference.
Yes, sir.
Number one is when you get a NASCOM certificate, right? NASCOM, what this whole story is about is NASCOM is an accreditation body. Okay. They are a non-governmental organization, but accredited by the government of India. Now, government said that we want to conduct some courses. NASCOM said that I can't conduct the courses myself. Okay.
Okay.
We don't have the teachers for that. So
Okay.
UpEducators is already conducting the course. We have been doing it for last so many years. So we and NASCOM came together. We made an agreement. We will conduct the courses. You conduct the exam. Right?
Okay.
We will conduct the course as per your syllabus. Right?
Okay, sir.
So our syllabus was taken by them, vetted by them. They said, yes, this is perfectly okay. You add these 2-3 things more. We will issue the certificates when they pass the exam. So what do? We give you the complete training. After the full training is over, we give you guidelines how to go about appearing the NASCOM exam, and we will ensure that you will pass through that exam. That kind of training we are giving. You have, once you get the NASCOM accreditation, you will appear that examination, you will get the certificate. Most important point, you get 5,000 rupees grant from the government of India after completing that certification.
Okay, actually, sir, I am working as a STEM educator in a private school.
Correct.
So I have been handling classes for different modules like MIT App Inventor or Arduino and IoT projects. I have done these multiple things, and I have personally handling some design thinking sessions for students also.
Okay.
So I have a pretty good background for the past 3 years I have been working on. So now I have completed the entire STEM certificate course from STEM.org. So is there any way that can I attend this? You told that NASCOM certified exams. Can I attend that directly?
Can you appear the exam directly? Yes, you can appear the exam directly. There is no problem.
No, actually, you told that you have these training sessions. Through that, I will be getting the exams. So I have a good background. So is there any way
can you appear the exam directly? Yes, you can.
Yes, how can I apply for that, sir? That's
No, for NASCOM, you can register on NASCOM website. On the Future Skills Prime website is there. You can pay the money. It is 600 rupees is the amount you have to pay for that. Right? And you can certify. But the point is that provided that you are fully aware about that STEM course, what they are talking about, the IoT and other things. Right?
Pashu,
Just 1 minute.
इधर आता.
Just 1 minute, Vasant.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody is Richa, is it yours? Kindly mute.
Yeah, she have muted, sir.
No. Yeah, okay, fine. Right. So, yeah. So what I was telling you was that the advantage of doing the course with us as such is 2 things. Number one is you get to know it from a different perspective. Now, where did you do the course from actually?
Actually, I was doing the course from STEM.org. It was pretty fully theoretical, not a practical one. For practical, I used to work on my own because I'm a teacher in a school and I work with students. And for design thinking, everything, students keep on working with multiple projects. So I guide them.
No, how do you do design thinking? Just for my knowledge, just about.
Yeah. Actually, my school is integrated with another STEM company called Kriya from Hyderabad.
Okay.
So they gave us training on design thinking, everything, and we are conducting sessions for students.
Correct. No, but what exactly do you do in design thinking?
we will tell students how the design thinking process, the entire cycle, how it goes on, and we'll ask them to choose a problem like real people who will face for a very long time and they don't have a proper solution. So they collect data and then they define the problem statement, and then they, with the group, they go and finalize the
Fantastic. So
ideas
this
with the
happens in the
teachers.
school.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would your requirement be beyond this?
Actually, I'm thinking that suppose if I get a valid STEM certified teacher, I could train teachers, because I have been training different teachers of different subjects and
Correct.
telling them how to integrate regular subject with STEM.
Right. So in that case, the best option would be if you are thorough about IoT, you are thorough about all these things, then you can attempt the exam on NASCOM directly on the website.
Okay, sir.
Yep. Okay.
Thank
Fine.
you so much.
Right. Okay. Next, anybody else? Any other doubts anybody has got? Anybody else? Any other doubts? Srinivas, how STEM Department of Biology for college, how to your training help give training in Bengaluru. Okay, Srinivasa, you're here. Aisha, this whole recording will be there. The recording will be there. You will get the recording of this, right? Okay. All right. So anything else anybody else wants to ask? Anything else? Okay. Thank you all very much for joining in. Wish that all of you join in and we will be able to create more number of STEM innovators. Thank you all very much. Wish you all got the certificates. Yeah. Sure. It will be there in the WhatsApp group. Aisha, it will be there in the WhatsApp group. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, I'm there on WhatsApp group also. You can get contact me there as well. Okay. Thank you.